Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I want to try something different today and see if you can spot it. We're testing some new tools and formats, so let me know in the comments if you notice anything. We added AI generated voice in different parts. See if you can tell the difference. Your feedback helps us keep getting better. First, I need to thank our loyal listeners. You've been with us from the beginning, and that means everything. When we started this thing, we had a simple goal: tell entertaining stories about Iowa football and the incredible people who played for the Hawkeyes. But something happened along the way. The more we talked with former players, the more we realized we weren't just collecting football stories. We were documenting something deeper. These conversations became a masterclass in life itself. Welcome to the Gallery and Hurley Unfiltered podcast, Iowa Football Rewind.
Subscribe now on YouTube or your favorite podcast player to get a behind-the-scenes look that you won't find anywhere else.
Chad Greenway taught us about resourcefulness learned on the farm. Pat Angerer showed us what real brotherhood looks like. LeVar Woods demonstrated how persistence pays off, even when you're struggling. Dave Triplett shared wisdom about adapting to change. Paul Burmeister proved that mental toughness matters more than natural talent. Ricky Stanzi embodied the fighter's mindset. Todd Romano showed us how competition and support can coexist. What started as football talk became lessons about work ethic, overcoming adversity, handling setbacks, and building character. The principles these guys learned at Iowa didn't just make them better players. They made them better men. And here's the thing: whether you're an accountant in Des Moines, a teacher in Cedar Rapids, or running a business in Davenport, these lessons apply to your life too. The Iowa way isn't just about football. It's about approaching whatever you do with integrity, consistency, and relentless effort. Today's episode is special. We're pulling together the best insights from our conversations with these former Hawkeyes. Consider it your field guide to the Iowa way, the principles that built a program and can build your life too. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's dive into what makes Iowa football special. And remember, drop a comment and let us know what you think about today's format. We're always listening. Here we go. The Iowa way, building a football dynasty through culture and character. Iowa football stands as a testament to what happens when unwavering principles meet relentless execution. Through interviews with former players and coaches, a clear picture emerges of a program built not on flashy recruiting or cutting-edge schemes, but on fundamental values that transform ordinary athletes into extraordinary competitors. This is the story of how two legendary coaches, Hayden and Kirk Ferentz, created a culture that produces NFL players, bowl victories, and most importantly, men of character. The foundation. What makes Iowa different? Blue-collar mentality. Iowa football operates on a simple premise: work beats talent when talent doesn't work. This blue-collar identity runs deeper than a marketing slogan. It's lived daily. Chad Greenway learned this on his family farm, where resourcefulness and hard work weren't options but necessities. Pat Angerer's family instilled the same work ethic. These weren't coincidences. Iowa deliberately sought players from backgrounds that valued sweat equity over entitlement. The lunch pail mentality meant showing up every day, ready to work. No shortcuts, no excuses, just consistent effort day after day until excellence became habit. The break the rock philosophy. Every day, players faced the metaphorical rock that needed breaking. Some days, the hammer felt heavy. Some days, progress seemed impossible. But the philosophy remained constant: keep swinging. Ricky Stanzi embodied this mindset. His father's boxing background taught him that getting knocked down wasn't failure, staying down was. This fighter's mentality became infectious throughout the program. Development over stars. While other programs chased five-star recruits, Iowa found diamonds in the rough. They recruited athletes, not specialists. Players who competed in multiple sports, who hadn't peaked in high school, who possessed untapped potential. Chad Greenway played 4 sports growing up. He hadn't specialized, hadn't maximized his athletic potential. Iowa saw opportunity where others saw limitations. This approach created a different type of player: hungry, coachable, grateful for the chance to prove themselves worthy. The Hayden Fry era. Psychology and gamesmanship. The master. Psychologist. Hayden Fry understood that football was played between the ears as much as between the lines. His psychological approach went far beyond X's and O's. The famous pink visiting locker room wasn't just decoration, it was warfare. Higher benches made opposing players feel smaller. Covering elevation signs in Colorado prevented mental intimidation. Every detail served a purpose. Fry's moods in Sunday meetings kept everyone guessing. Players never knew which version of their coach would walk through the door. This unpredictability created focus and attention few programs could match. Player-first philosophy. Despite his demanding nature, Fry always put players first. He understood that coaches were adults getting paid. If blame needed assignment, it fell on the staff, not the players. Paul Burmeister experienced this firsthand. After a poor series, Fry screamed at him to call your own fucking play. When Burmeister succeeded, Fry embraced him with a giant smile. The message was clear. I believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. This approach built confidence and trust. Players knew their coach had their backs, even when demanding their best. Fry created an us-against-the-world mentality that forged unbreakable bonds. Earning respect within the team was difficult, which made it special. Competition was fierce, but teammates rooted for each other's success. Paul Burmeister and his quarterback competitors pushed each other while maintaining genuine friendship. Todd Romano and fellow kickers battled for playing time while supporting the team's success above personal glory. This brotherhood extended beyond football. The relationships formed under Fry's leadership lasted decades, creating a network of men who shared something unique. Fry's recruiting tactics were legendary. He'd call prospects at rival schools' hotels, offering scholarships with perfect timing. Coach Fry wasn't fucking around, LeVar Woods recalled. Fry evaluated more than athletic ability. He wanted to know about family backgrounds, particularly appreciating Marine fathers who understood discipline and sacrifice. His iconic black ostrich boots, emblazoned with 1990 Rose Bowl, sent a message during recruiting visits: we win at the highest level here. Consistency and excellence. The Rock. If Hayden Fry was the earthquake that built Iowa's foundation, Kirk Ferentz became the bedrock that sustained it. While college football swirled with chaos, coaches leaving, scandals breaking, rules changing, Ferentz remained constant. His consistency wasn't boring, it was revolutionary. In a sport obsessed with reinvention, Ferentz proved that excellence came from perfecting fundamentals, not chasing trends. For over 2 decades, his message never wavered. Great defense, great special teams, superior conditioning. Simple, effective, timeless, Ferentz's 1999 blueprint became gospel. Great defense, great special teams, and an edge in strength and conditioning. These weren't suggestions. They were pillars supporting everything Iowa football represented. Fundamentals were as true as gravity. When adversity struck, teams with superior fundamentals survived while others crumbled. This belief shaped every practice, every drill, every coaching decision. The defense stayed simple so players could play extremely fast. Complexity created hesitation. Simplicity created violence. Humble leadership. Ferentz commanded rooms without arrogance. Players described him as more humble than anybody in the building, which set the tone for the entire program. His window and mirror philosophy became central to Iowa's culture. Look in the mirror when things go wrong. Look out the window when crediting success. This approach built character while maintaining accountability. The spotlight always shined on the Tiger Hawk, never on individuals. Players understood that their actions reflected on something bigger than themselves. Adapting while staying true. As college football transformed, NIL, transfer portals, social media, Ferentz evolved without abandoning core principles. He embraced necessary changes while protecting Iowa's culture. Modern technology like TrackMan provided data-driven feedback for kickers. Special teams became a coordinator position. The program adapted to remain competitive while staying true to its identity. What players remember more than football? Iowa developed real men, prepared to be good fathers and community leaders. The demanding environment that seemed harsh to teenagers became appreciated wisdom as players matured. Paul Burmeister didn't start until his 4th year. Those challenging seasons taught mental toughness and competence and stick-to-itiveness that served him throughout life. The program's toughness wasn't cruelty, it was preparation for a world that wouldn't coddle them. Lifelong connections. The deep connections formed at Iowa extended far beyond playing careers. The Legacy Program and Letterman's Club maintained these relationships across generations. Players from small towns felt embraced by Iowa's community. The program valued authentic connections over transactional relationships, creating bonds that endured. Iowa taught players to believe they were fundamentally better prepared than opponents, regardless of talent disparities. This wasn't arrogance, it was confidence earned through superior preparation and conditioning. When facing more athletic teams, Iowa players knew they were tougher, better coached, and more disciplined. Games weren't decided by talent alone, but by who wanted victory more. Iowa football's greatest achievement wasn't bowl victories or NFL draft picks, it was developing character. Players learned accountability, resilience, and humility that served them long after their playing days ended. The program attracted players who valued face-to-face connections over social media followers, who understood that real relationships required investment and trust. In an era of constant change, Iowa's consistency became its greatest strength. While other programs rose and fell with coaching changes, Iowa maintained steady excellence through unwavering principles. The program proved that success didn't require compromising values or chasing every trend. Excellence came from doing ordinary things extraordinarily well, day after day, year after year. The Iowa way, Iowa football, represents something rare in modern athletics, a program that develops both players and people. It proves that winning and character aren't mutually exclusive, they're complementary. The Iowa way isn't about flashy plays or headline-grabbing recruits. It's about young men learning to be better than they thought possible, both as players and as people. This is why former players speak with such reverence about their experience. They didn't just play football at Iowa, they learned what it meant to be Hawkeyes. That identity, once earned, lasts forever. The culture Hayden built and Kirk Ferentz sustained creates something beyond wins and losses. It creates men prepared for whatever challenges life presents. In the end, that might be the greatest victory of all.